This video will walk you through the basics of adding prerequisites, co-requisites, and advisory courses onto your course outline of record. For starters, you'll need to be logged in. If you're having trouble logging in, contact the OCC curriculum staff. This video assumes that you've already created the shell of your course. If you need help on how to create a shell, watch either the quick launch video for new courses or the quick launch video for modifying a course. Since we'll be returning to a course that we've already begun to work on, we'll go to Build Courses from the left-hand menu. Next, we'll select our subject from the drop-down menu. This will bring up a list of courses that you're currently working on in that subject. Click on the pencil to continue editing the course. The first thing we'd like to highlight is that on the cover section, where you write your catalog description, you should not include your prerequisite here. Instead, you will only list your prerequisite on the requisite section of the course checklist, located here. There are three types of courses you can add in this section: a prerequisite, a co-requisite, or an advisory. A prerequisite course means that a student must have already completed the course, or, if specified, they can be concurrently enrolled. To add a prerequisite, select Prerequisite from the requisite type, and then click Add. You don't need to worry about these questions, as there's actually a separate form that you'll need to fill out. We'll get to that at the end of the video. Next, select the course that is a prerequisite for your course that you're writing. Make sure you select the active version of the course. The minimum grade for all prerequisites at OCC is C. In the comment section, there's two important pieces of information that you might need to add. The first is you need to let curriculum staff know whether it's appropriate if a student is concurrently enrolled. The second important piece of information is whether or not a placement test is appropriate to place out of the prereq. This is specifically for math, English, ESL, Chemistry A180, and Spanish courses. If a placement test is appropriate, you need to write "or appropriate placement" in the comment section. If you'd like to add more prerequisites, make sure you use the appropriate "and" or. Click Add, and your prerequisite will be added. If you'd like to select a co-requisite, select that from the drop-down menu, and hit Add. In this particular area, we're not referring to co-requisites in terms of a prerequisite. In other words, if what you're trying to write is a prerequisite that may be taken concurrently in order to get into the course, mention that in the prerequisite section. Here, co-requisites are used to limit enrollment. For example, on a lab course, if you want to have the student also enrolled in the lecture course at the same time, you would use the co-requisite section. Finally, the last section is an advisory. These are suggested courses that a student might need in order to be successful in your course. It's important to note that there is actually no such thing as a suggested prerequisite. If you want a suggested course, that should be an advisory. Any course that's a prerequisite will be strictly enforced. Once you've completed this section, there's another form that you'll need to fill out regarding content review. You can access that form here on the link section, titled OCC Prerequisite Form, or on the Curriculum Writing References section of the OCC Curriculum Portal website. The form is 3 pages. The first page walks you through the specific rules regarding content review. The second page has you list the course name and number, and which type of co-requisite or prerequisite it would fall under. And the third page asks you to complete supporting documentation. If you need assistance with this form, you can contact the OCC curriculum staff. Once your form is complete, save the Word document and attach it in the Attached Files section of Curricunet. Click Choose File, upload your form, click Add, and hit Finish. This concludes the OCC Curricunet walkthrough on prerequisites, co-requisites, and advisories.